Yeah.
I always grab a stick when I'm here and reminiscent of like the first time we walked down this trail. Do you remember? And I grabbed the stick and she's like, I said, I gotta have my hands free so I can break stuff.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
I was anyways, I mean, there's a process, and you're going trout fishing. Like, there's a process. But anyways, the last process I almost forgot was bug spray. So I already put it on, but you gotta finish these.
I back up because I don't like
the whole
deep.
body doused in this stuff, and then got my lures and bait, worms, and the purple drink in there.
Purple drink.
And the trout rod. I forgot my glasses like a dumbass. And I told dumbass I forgot my Polaroid glasses. But she says these are polarized.
I think.
If they are,
I give it like an 80% chance.
if they're not polarized, what the hell, it just flew over. You see that?
Yeah, it's a turkey vulture.
If you don't have a Polaroid glasses, it's really hard to see in the river, and your day will not be as fun. So
Yeah.
we shall see. But anyways, we're on an adventure. Me and Maria came to one of our favorite
It's a
spots.
beautiful day, blue sky, sunshine.
She was like, "Oh, I might stay home and work on some chores and things around the house." I said, "No, I'm gonna have to lay my foot down and as a husband and just say no. You can do the chores later. I'll help you with them later, but you need to get outside and enjoy this beautiful day. Our summers are so short, and when you have days like this, you just don't. You want to take advantage of them.
No, I know. But getting the cat and missing everything, I'm backed up on a lot of stuff.
I know, but still, take a day to enjoy. So she's gonna go walk for a couple hours, hiking these trails, and I'm gonna go hit the river. This is one of our little secret spots.
That's quite the boulder.
You're not allowed to drive back here, technically.
Bill Crooks just left you a voicemail.
But somebody drives back here on their dirt bike sometimes and drives.
Anybody?
Okay, anybody? See, the spot where I want to access the river is 2 miles from here, or a mile and a half.
You're not supposed to be driving any motorized vehicles on these hiking trails because you could hurt somebody.
Nobody, there's nobody ever back.
Until there is.
There isn't. I'm not going fast. I'm like doing 7 miles an hour, pissing on. And then when I pull up,
That's my husband.
I heard my dirt bike.
I'm breaking the law, but I'm justifying it to meet my needs.
Man, if I see a DNR officer, I do this. So they say you're the DNR officer. He says, "Give me a second." I start doing this. What's wrong with your leg? I blew out my knee, and that's why I drove my bike here.
So lying to an officer, that's very Christian of you.
One of my first felonies was impeding a police investigation, believe it or not.
You're going to hurt your other knee if you don't stop.
I wouldn't tell on my friend Ricky Butcher, because I bought a stolen jacket from him. And I said the jacket I bought was stolen, but I won't tell you who, whatever. So they charged me with some kind of interfering in a police investigation, a felony. It sucked, man. It's like, might have been my first felony. I don't know. I had a felony for destruction of property.
Okay, but that was the old you. This is the new you.
Well, listen.
You don't break the law, and you don't lie to an officer, right? Is that what Jesus would want you to do? Come on now.
Honestly, if I did see a DN officer, I would tell him the truth. I'd be like, it's just a long walk. I wanted to access the river down here.
Okay,
so I just
well,
parked in the woods. And 9 times out of 10, I'll say, all right, man, well, you can't do that, so take off. And then he gave me a ticket.
Your wife would be mad.
Be $100. Yeah. I did. The only police interaction that I've had since I've been out of prison was from the DNR. I got a ticket for suspended fishing license
and trespassing.
No, not trespassing. It was for over ORV sticker expired.
Well, what about when you were trespassing?
I wasn't trespassing. I was trespassing, but they didn't charge me with it.
Oh.
And it was kind of stupid because by law you're allowed to walk in the river, the high water mark of the river, right? And the cop said to me, listen, they fought that in court and proved that some rivers, and they used this river as precedent to say that you can't wade this river because there's too much deadfall and trees and crap in it. So you have to get out of the river and trespass to go down the river. Because he said, how'd you get down here? I said, I walked the river. He looked at me and went, really, dude? I'm like, yeah, I walked the river. He goes, I got out a little bit, went around the trees and crap. It's like, well, you can't do that and it's trespassing. Douchebag people. Like, you step an inch under, a foot on their property.
Yeah, that's the Karens of the property ownership
like,
world.
You step out your toe on their property, they go, oh my God, trespassing. When they're in there trying to
Let me get a shot of the river here.
Beautiful down here. This is where I took Bill Crooks last week.
Wow, it looks really low.
It is really low, which is good because that forces the fish into the holes.
Yeah.
They'll be concentrated in the deep areas. So if I gotta find the deep areas, You may have some
All
access.
right, let's save your battery here.
So I just went for a dunk. I was trying to walk through this hole. This is what I'm saying, without polarized glasses, these things aren't good polarized. If they are, you can't see. And I went to walk through this hole, and it looked like it's like maybe 3 feet deep. Bang, went right over the top of my waders. I'm soaked. Not a ton, just enough to get me wet, but wake me up. It sucked. My worms are probably gonna float in the water now. It sucks, but whatever, it could have gotten worse. It didn't. Water didn't get into my little storage compartment where I keep the phone. That's all that mattered. It was rushed though. Man, that sucked, man. It looked like it was you know, not that deep. Man, I think it was like 5 foot deep. It's nuts. Anyway, let's get to fishing. Battery's dead on the GoPro, but caught another beautiful trout, 10, 11 inch brookie here. I could tell it was a good fish when it bit, because I got to get up on shore. I think I might have a good fish on here, so let's see. Already caught a couple fatties. This is a nice, big, chunky, like about 11 inch brook trout. I just caught a good fight. He was way out there. He's way out there by that log jam. And look at the fat body on this guy. Just a hog. Let's say 11 inches, almost 12, 11 and a half. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good fish, good fish. Oh, oh he's wrapped up. He's wrapped up. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, get him out of there. Oh yeah. This little fish came back, so I might be able to get him. Oh, he's on there. He's a good fish. He's got weight. Dang it. Oh, son of a bitch. He keeps coming back to get it. He's grabbing it. I can see it out there. He's not swallowing it. It's a good fish. I don't know how big it is, but can't let him get in that brush. I gotta show you, this is what I'm crashing through right here, right now. There's a wall of this dead fall pine tree right here. The water's too deep on the other side. I can't even get to the other side because the water's too deep. Plus there's that huge bank over there. It's straight up, I'm gonna go straight down. So I can't do this side. So I gotta break through this wall of, and I don't know how I'm gonna freaking do it. That's the problem. You can't, I don't even know where to begin. I gotta stick my rod through right there, and then try to. I already broke some of these off. Just kind of. This is all muck under me. Like one step is solid. That was just freaking a foot of muck. Actually, that wasn't so bad. It's all muck. This is what I do all day long. Climbing through this crap. But that's how you get to the good spots. Got a nice little fish on here. Just redefined smallmouth bass. You know how little this guy is. I was reeling in, and he nailed it on the reeling. Now I know there's some big fish under that tree, but they're probably eating fish, not worms. I know they're there, but they know I'm here because I kicked up a bunch of silt coming through here, a bunch of and a big cloud of silt. They know something isn't right, so they kind of go inactive. This little guy bit, but little smallmouth, literally smallmouth. Cool little fish though. I love smallmouth. If it's like 5 pounds, we would have blast. Just saying. Just wanted to show you how beautiful this is out here, man. Maria's walking right now, a couple hours, and I'm just hitting these holes. And it's funny, some spastic, really weird, obsessed, like mob groupie spaz dude. It's been like he messaged me. Like I don't block people. I just like if you get spastic on the YouTube, I don't answer anymore. I don't care. So, but I mean, I'm not blocking anybody. I just got better things to do with my life than try to defend my own real life to some mob groupie on YouTube. And this particular one's a real goofball because he actually knows me. He knows, I beat him up years ago, but that's a whole nother story. Like, you gotta prove what you did. I don't prove nothing to you, bro. I prove nothing to nobody. I know my life. I prove it to somebody. But you put yourself out there. You gotta prove. Like, well, listen, I didn't take a freaking picture and document every freaking crime I did with who. It's goofy. Anyways, I just don't have the time. I don't take the time to do that because that's what I'm doing. Enjoying my life, living the dream. I told the dude flat out, I'm like, listen, dude. It's not that I'm avoiding you. I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care about any of it. It's goofy. I know my life. I know what I did. Frick, some dork on YouTube questioning me my own life. Imagine that. Imagine if somebody questioned your life. Like you told the story from your life, your experience. And someone went, ha, that ain't true. Prove it. Freaking retarded. Like it's absurd for me to even consider. I said, listen, dude, I'm going fishing. No, I'm out. And listen, this is where I am. Wow, what a beautiful day. Sun's beating down. Caught a few little trout. Caught a little smallmouth bass. I only fished about 100 yards so far. Been here about an hour. Fished another 100 yards and head on back. Got these nerdy ass glasses on. But anyways, that's my day. I did fall in and take a dunk a little bit. I went over my wader limit, basically. Got some water in my wader, which actually kind of worked out because it's hot right now. It's 86 degrees, so it got a little wet, kind of cooled me down. Those trees right there are a good spot. Should be some trout in there. In fact, I caught my biggest brook trout right in this river right there. The water was deeper at the time, so we shall see. Either way, it's beautiful. It's fun. I love this. Amazing. Incredible. The scenery, just special. I think those are fox dens up there. Could be otters. It might be otters. There's a lot of otters around here. And what a beautiful setting. Can't get more beautiful than that. Beautiful, man. God, I wish you were here. I wish every last one of you were here to experience this, to witness this, to breathe it in and soak it in and feel that sun and listen to the wind and hear the birds and hear the river. And I wish every one of you who see this video were here with me, man. It'd be my pleasure to take you on a fishing trip where you get to get a little taste of my world. It's special. So whenever you do it, you fall in love with it. It's 100% guaranteed. I take you out here, boom, you're just like, it's like crack. It's all you want to do. It's all you be thinking about. I want to come back. I want to go do it again. And hopefully you start doing it, with your own friends and family. And you won't need me to take you, but it's very special. Just look at the seaweed down there. Can you see it? Just, man, it's magnificent to me. Magnificent. This is God did this. Every inch of it is art. Painted by the hands of God. I mean, think about that. And I get to be part of it. I'm part of the painting. I'm part of God's painting in this beautiful tableau. Special, man. It's an honor. Just saying. I just saw this big smallmouth bass go by and went right towards my bait. I don't know if I have them, but we're going to find out. Oh, I'm snagged. Son of a... So I'm in the middle of the woods heading back. Supposed to meet Maria back at the stairs at 6. I got about a quarter mile to walk in 6 minutes through the woods. I don't know how thick it is here, but this is a kind of interesting, weird thing here, man. Look at this. Try to figure this out. At some point, somebody put these logs here. They cut these logs. I wouldn't say that long ago. 20 years, maybe 15 years. They nailed spikes into the ground here to hold them in from going where, I don't know. Maybe they made a den. Maybe the DNR made an otter den out of this, possibly. That's my guess, is that the den in there, and they made this for an otter. So they like spiked these logs in there and make kind of a cover for it, and and made otter habitat. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. It's pretty fascinating, though. It goes under this log and it goes in there. You can see it goes way down in there. But I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere, and if you know, some of these trees have been cut down. So if you look right there, that tree's been cut. This tree's been cut. No idea why. We're way the F in this cedar swamp. So I'm just fascinated by, what the hell's going on here. I guess it's makes sense though. If it's an otter house they made, it's pretty cool actually. The river's right there. They just made a little otter house, I guess, out of a deadfall. And I gotta get walking because Maria's gonna be waiting for me. It's always a lot easier to walk along the edge of the river like this than it is in the river to go back. Some rivers are easier by river. This one is not. This one is much easier because there's a game trail along here. See the trail right here? You can kind of see it. That's from deer and bear. Deers and bears, raccoons, a few people, but not really many people. We're so far back in here, no people come back in. You might get like maybe 5 people a year walk down here. It's not enough to make a trail. But the deer cruise by here all the time. So do the bears. The deer come down to get a drink. Bears look for frogs, and I think the ones that use this the most are beavers and otters. I saw an otter in here one time. It was super cute and funny. I was sitting there in the corner of my eye. I see something move, right? And there's like these holes along the bank. You'll see them sometimes. And I corner of my eye, I see something move, and my immediate instinct was like, oh, there's a mink, because it was like brown and long. Oh, a little mink. And it dipped in one of those holes. I'm like, oh. Then it popped up out of the hole. Like, see these holes? Like one of these holes right here. Like that. It popped up out of there with a frog in its mouth. I just see this cute little face, head pop up, boink. He's got a frog in his mouth, and it pops back down, boink. I was like, oh, cool. That was my first otter I ever saw. They're pretty rare, but the DNR I spoke to here in this area say that they're pretty common. They're just smart and flighty, and you just don't see them. But I don't know if they're that common, man. I'm out here a lot. I've only seen one of them. I hear them every once in a while, though. One time, a couple weeks ago, I was fishing. I heard one go, or make a little weird sound. I was like, what the frick is that? I realized it was an otter. Now I'm going to get into some weird crap here, because getting in this trail here, now I got to go up like this mountain. If you see, I'm getting up above the river now. This is where it gets sketchy. I didn't catch any big fish, but I saw a couple big fish. Saw a big rainbow trout swam right by me. I saw a big smallmouth. I would like to catch that big smallmouth. Probably about 3 pound, maybe 4 pound smallmouth. Oh, that would have put up a fight. That would have been a good time. Swam right by me. Then I think grabbed my worm, went under a log, and got me snagged up. It's definitely a trail here, man. I don't know if it's a deer. You can see his trail has been blazed. I guess it's bears. It could be, well, everything. I guess bears, beavers, otters. A little bit of everybody kind of uses this trail. Because they're all here. I saw a huge bear track here one time, right across the river from where I'm meeting Maria. I just heard something. If you get that close to something and it jumps, it's definitely a baby deer. Nothing's getting this close. You're not getting that close to a bear. Not talking. Maria forgot her bear bell, so I'm like, gotta be loud when you're walking. There's a lot of bears in here with cubs. You don't want to spook them. Yeah, I didn't get any big fish. I did have a good time. Look at that view. Look at that. That's spectacular or what? Wow. Look at that freaking view. Oh man, it doesn't do it justice. It just doesn't. It is pretty though. At least to me. At least it is to me. I don't know about the next guy. He lay up in a prison cell for 13 years. With a bunch of idiots screaming and yelling day and night. A bunch of disrespecting, dumbass idiots who want to kill. I'm afraid of God every day. Give me the strength to not hurt one of these clowns. Because I want to go home to my real life. If I could just get home where it's quiet, safe, sane people, no idiots, and get out in the woods and enjoy life. Just get me home, give me the strength, Father. And he does. And next thing you know, you're here. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. Take an old dip in the swimming hole. Oh, this is nice. It's about 5 feet deep, just almost. Cooled me right down. That's what I need. River bath. I got water in my ear. Shrinkage. Oh, dude, there's bees flying all over the place. They're gonna get me. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. I'm saying.